I think for me, the funniest part of the whole interview is when Addie says he gave it a meh, meh, meh. Well, thank you guys for tuning back in to Inherited Outdoors. We are excited to bring you some of the footage from Addie's first buck. You know, it makes for a pretty good story. No, we don't have the shot on camera, but the reality is, I don't care. It's not about that shot. It's really about capturing the emotion that kind of goes into that. You can see right after the shot, I do pull out my cell phone and video a little bit, and you can see the shake in the camera. You know, I'm excited, I'm nervous, she's excited, she's nervous, and it comes through in my hand shaking, just being in that moment with her. You can't replace some of those things. So we're excited to bring this to you. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to try to let her tell the story. You know, she gets better at putting things into words and going from the beginning, middle, and the end. I think she does a pretty good job at telling you guys exactly what's going to happen. So I'm going to let Addie do the rest of it. Stay tuned.
So let me walk you through starting from the beginning. Me and my dad woke up at about 4:30 in the morning, and I ate some breakfast. We packed up, got out, then we stopped somewhere in the woods, and we started walking to the tent. And my dad, he built the tent. We sat in there for about 3 or 4 hours, and then we decided to pack up because I started getting cold. My feet were burning cold. I felt like a human ice cube. So as soon we put the camera away, and as soon as we put that camera away, here comes 2 buck. My dad says, Addie, quietly stand up. Here comes 2 buck. And I'm like, so I quietly stand up, and I aim. It took me a couple minutes to find it, and it kept moving every time I found it. So my dad did a deer call with his mouth, and then it took me 3 or 4 minutes to find it in the scope because it stopped for about 2 minutes. And it was actually pretty not scared about what he saw. And so I shot.
Well, we got real cold and we're gonna pack up, and I literally just put the camera in the bag and we look up and here comes 2 bucks right at us, right? And it got down in the clearing and we stopped it, and it took us a couple minutes to get on it. Go ahead, you talk, tell us what happened.
And I went boom, and I feel like I got it because that arrow, that bullet was right on that deer. I pictured it as a horse with those muscles on it, so I aimed right there and squeezed the trigger slowly. And if I get it, I'm so excited because I'm the 3rd one to get a buck in my family.
This year? That'd be awesome. It's a buck,
yeah.
Right? I don't know if it's a 6-pointer or an 8-pointer or what.
It looked pretty small.
It wasn't that small, right? And I think she hit it. It looked like it was running to hit.
And I'm just glad that it wasn't that loud because I'm afraid of loud noises.
Yeah, when it's out in the woods like this, the gun's not that loud. Are you cold or are you just nervous?
I'm nervous.
Well, we're gonna
And
have
I'm
to.
out of breath.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go take a walk down there, and we'll look for some blood. Okay, but we're gonna give it a couple minutes because they ran, so we have to just kind of make sure he's dead. Okay. Unfortunately, we didn't get it on video because I literally was packed a zipper in the bag with the camera because we were gonna go and warm up because we haven't seen anything yet. So
Cause Dad.
that stinks, but it is what it is. We're out here to have fun,
Yeah.
get a shot, and I'm proud of you. It took you a while to find it in the scope, but you took a deep breath, you got on it, and you squeezed that trigger off.
And Dad did a mat to the deer, and he standed there
Yeah,
down there. Yeah, he went like that.
We got our blind behind us, see the cover behind us in this tree. So we're hidden in front.
And down by that log that fell over, down by
was
that
cool,
log
huh?
that fell over.
That was a far shot, buddy. Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn this off and get the other camera out for when we go down there. We're gonna give it a minute. Stay tuned.
We're almost there.
How about that?
That was cool.
It is. No, stay to the right. Yep, stay in that one.
That one?
No, that's too thick in there.
Yeah,
What?
right there.
Where is he? What? Bro,
Dad.
you got him! You got him!
Yes.
Oh, yeah! Your first buck! Buddy, we didn't give up,
No, we didn't.
huh?
Nope.
Your first buck! Are you kidding me? Look where we just came across. Huh?
Except the only problem is how are we gonna get it across?
Oh,
there?
we'll worry about that in a minute. We're gonna
Okay.
enjoy it right now.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta get him out of there for you, huh?
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Can I go around and get to the head?
No, let me pull him out here because you're gonna stuck with stickers. Can you hold the camera a second?
Oh
So I
my.
can unload the gun?
Oh my gosh. That was a really bad shot for me.
No, it's okay. It's just low, that's
Yeah.
all.
Look at that. My first buck. My mom and my dad both shot a buck this year, and now I shot a buck this year.
Yeah! Good job.
It was pretty hard to track it down, but we never gave up, and that's what's the best. Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Oh, stuck in there, that's for sure. Oh, he's heavy.
I was really interested in that one.
Oh.
Look at his muscles.
Well, that's good job, buddy.
Thanks. Hey guys, welcome back to Inherent Outdoors. And so here's the preview of how I got this beauty.
Yeah, speak up. The creek is loud.
Of how I got this beauty. And so we woke up at like 5:40, and so we went out to the blind my dad built, and we were sitting there for about 3 or 4 hours, and then we decided to pack up. Well, I decided to pack up, and when we're packing up, my dad's putting the camera away, and he sees 2 buck, I think. Yeah, 2 buck walking up, and he did a mat for me because I told him to do it so that they'd stop. And it took a little while for me to get focused on the deer in the scope. So it was standing there after he did the deer call. It was standing there for maybe like 2 minutes, and it was standing there, and I aimed at it, and I went boom.
Well, yeah, it was actually an okay shot. You just missed the heart. We're talking about the tracking. We tracked the large drops of blood, right? You did a good job with the tracking. Drops of blood, and where do we stop?
We stopped stopped at the creek.
Right? And why did we give it 3 hours? Why did we wait 3 hours?
Because it was, my dad watched how the deer acted as soon as the boom went off. And he said, let's wait a couple minutes, because it was, the deer acted in a funny way.
And it might be still alive.
Yes.
Right? And if you go after it when it's still alive, what can happen?
The deer would still keep running.
Yeah, and sometimes you lose it. So we let it go, and actually how far was it from where we stopped to where we found it?
It was across the creek.
Just across the creek, right? So it came from across the creek. We didn't find any blood on this side of the creek, but we decided there was a little deer run there, and I walked down it, and I was just about to turn around and go the other way, and I saw the deer laying there, and I said, Addie, come go down this trail. And what did you know?
I knew that the deer was laying right there.
How'd you know that?
Because, well, most people, I watch some TV shows, and mostly the grown-up or the older sibling always finds the deer first. And so they let the kid who shot the deer, discover that it was there.
Yeah.
So I knew it because they let them walk down the lane at the deer.
Pick it up, show it to us.
It's a small 6-pointer 3x3.
It's not a small one. It's a nice buck.
Yeah.
That's a nice buck for your first buck.
And
Right?
this is going on my wall.
What lessons did we learn today?
Never give up.
Never give up, right? You never know when that buck's gonna walk. And then even when you think you're not gonna find it, keep going.
Yeah.
Right? Because we owe it to the deer. It wouldn't have been cool if the deer laid out here and went to waste, right?
Yep.
We're gonna get a lot of meat for our family. And now the hard work begins. You know why?
Huh?
Now the hard work begins. You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we have to cross the lake.
Because Daddy's got to figure out how to get this deer over there.
And the
So-
weird part about the horn is that there's a little fat part.
Yeah.
And what I think is that when it was scraping, because there's crusty stuff right here, and when it was scraping off the tree, that this was trying to build up to make this fatter.
Maybe. So, all right. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. I think the most funnest part of the day was us tracking it down together, not just me, not just my dad.
Well, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Head on over to the YouTube channel, subscribe to Inherited Outdoors. It does help us when you guys do that. And there's going to be a link right here to check out the next video. The girls are going to bring you some cooking tips from the Inherited Outdoors kitchen, so stay tuned.